Fallout 76 is on sale right now for $10. Great time to buy it. And I did. A third time. I now have 3 Steam accounts with 3 copies of Fallout 76. The last one I'm going to experimental. So, the idea there being that if I wanted to experience the game from scratch without the ability to, load in a bunch of legendary perks, I could still either, choose to use another character to log in and not. It just depends on how I feel. But it's a genuine virginal account. I logged in and there's like no options. On the left side, it's like play, help, game or settings, and then quit. It's like 4 or 5 things. You don't get the whole slew of menu options. There's no characters there, right? So I did create a test character. I logged in and then I logged right back out, right? I came back out to the menu, deleted the character, quit the client, switched back over to this main client, right? So I'm on my main account, which is Nathan, right? Nathan. The other one has a different ID number and a different ID when I go into the game. Like this is Bree, the other one's Bright. The next one will be Brightly 60, because I've used the character name Brightly in World of Warcraft before, because I like names that begin with Bree, BR. It's just a thing going way back to 2007 when I first played World of Warcraft. My first character was a hunter named Briand, Briand. And it was just a random generation. And I was like, fine, whatever, because I just wanted to get into the game. And that ended up being a huge influence on my naming scheme over time. Someone I knew in that game, her all of her names began the same way. That way other people could know that she was online. And it's like, oh, okay, that's a neat idea. So I started naming all my characters BRI and then something. And then at one point a few years ago, I created a paladin, like one races that you can unlock. And so I unlocked her and I made Brightly. Let me see if I can go find her real quick. Let me log into World of Warcraft.com. Am I logged in? I don't want to have to log in from scratch. Again, okay, I'm not logged in. Let me log in. Jesus. Is that it? Oh, that is it. Okay, good. Authentication device. And say, yes, I approve this login. Okay, excellent. Now I'm into World of Warcraft. I'll pull this over to the main screen in a moment. Okay. So if I go to Bree, and I can see all characters, you can see that I've spent a good portion of my life in this game. And I probably have another 20 characters that I've fully leveled that I've deleted. But you can see the name. Like here's the Brightly, my paladin, right? So Britch, Bridjitsu, Brickens, Bridia, Bridil, Brief Noir. There's Briand, the first hunter that I made and that I kept. I since turned or a Worgen because I wanted skinning faster. But yeah, this is the namesake for the account that I just created, Brightly. And there we go. What is that again? Lightforged Junai. That's it. You unlocked with the either after or during Legion. And then I have a whole bunch of characters on Thrall, which I played with a guild, and I'm still in the guild. I just haven't played the game since forever. And then I have like characters. I'll go on to another server and just sort of start from scratch because I like I like starting from nothing. I find that enjoyable. It's sort of claw your way up from nothing, sort of like a new Diablo season, right? You start with nothing. Everyone's a level 1, and you all start on the same page, and you all just work your way up, and you're all like, "Hey, how you doing, yo?" You see alerts. The first person to do this, the first person to do that. It's like in a new. You get, the first blacksmith to reach, such and such a level. It's exciting. There's things happening. People are in there. You normally are a bunch of losers, but now you're extra special losers in the game. Because you're achieving things as losers. It's just fun. But anyway, my whole impetus for creating that third account. It's something I've wanted to do, and I came very close to doing it the last time had a sale, and then I missed that sale. I'm like, I'll just wait for the next sale. And now that I go look just on a whim, and I'm like, oh, there's a sale until the 13th. Cool. And I think it was because I went to cancel my... That's why. I went in there to cancel my subs, and so it like went to this page and it said, you know, sale or whatever. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. Or maybe I thought there might be a sale, so I decided to check. Anyway, however I got there, I got there. And yes, my subscriptions end on the 12th. So after that, I'll be subscriptionless. I'll probably just log in and just do minimal amounts of things because I'll lose access to the things that I find most important in the game. Which is the bottomless storage for ammo, the bottomless storage for scrap, the survival tent. I love those three things. And without it, the game feels lesser. So I highly recommend, if you've never subscribed, try it for a month. Yes, they've created they have a solution to the problem they created, right? It's an artificial problem, but they do sell the solution as an incentive to subscribe. Subscribing, you also support the game, and that's how they can create expansions. That's how they can continue to run the servers. That's how they can continue to iterate on bugs and fix things on occasion, which people say they don't do enough, and they don't. But you know what? They have a limited staff, so they can only do so much. So I get that. I've been a programmer since I was 16. That's 44 years now, so I get it, right? You can only do so much, and you have to prioritize things. But anyway, let's get our buffs going here. Sell a bunch of shit, can't we? Yeah, we can. Let me go to my selling build. It's not a primo selling build, but I have so much stuff that I'll exhaust his supply of caps pretty easily. I don't need to like be super optimal about it. So let's go to sort, hit Q, sort by spoil. What spoils first? Just gonna sell all this crap. I don't want any of it. I'll hold on to the blood leaf because I can't. Cranberry, whatever, you can make it with scorch beast meat.
Authorized to trade supplies.
I'll use those to make gourd soup. I'll sell that gourd soup, then I'll make new gourd soup. Because I do like the extra perception. That does help with VATs a little bit. Not a lot, but it's a little bit. I'll sell most of those. Let's see here. Scorched Beast Brain, that hurts my feelings to sell that because it's so hard to... I know I shouldn't sell the bubblegum, but I just don't want to keep it around.
Resupply here. Responder.
I keep the irradiated sugar bombs to make brain bombs. Ooh, strangler blooms. I can make the things with that. Rad shields. I'm on the correct character, right? Yeah, I'm on him. Or I was like, am I on the right character here? I didn't want to accidentally sell all of my other characters' good stuff. We don't use any of those. I'm not going to use supers. I really shouldn't use these either. I'm just going to sell these. Because I have healing salve, which is like an instant. All right, so you can see what I mean by I'm not going to run out of I'm not going to run out of things to sell anytime soon. Because now I can then go to like the grenades. Like look how many fragmentation grenades I've collected from running West Tech over and over. It's embarrassing. I'm also going to crunch these. I'm not going to keep these. Grenades.
Now trading for supplies, ammunition, and gear.
I so much love the one I'm using. And now I'm back down to 0 caps. Excellent. Now I'm up to 8,230 caps. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's not bad atoll, which is like a Pacific island. because this new account that I have will have nothing. Like, they won't have any of the toys from the store. They won't have any of the prior season toys, and I'm not going to like level up 5 more characters. At least I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave it sort of naked and not really, doing much. I'll use it for experiments, like if I want to test leveling a new character. Like if I had done the test leveled power armor on a live account, then I would have had access to a working electric absorption, and that would have been so much less painful. And I might do that, right? Just experience it the way it should be experienced. I don't know. I make no promises, no commitments. I'm doing what I find to be fun in the moment. And to me, this is fun in the moment. And it's weird to open up cards and go to the legendaries and see one slot says unlocks at level 50. I'm like, well, that's what I remember seeing way back when. My wife sent a message. Okay. She got her Walmart salad. My pizza was amazing, by the way. I only ate half of it. I put the other half in the fridge. It's like the best pizza I've ever had that's cold. Like, you know how sometimes you just really love cold pizza? This one is amazing. It's amazing when it's fresh. It's amazing when it's cold. And I do put it in a sealed Tupperware container after I let it. I leave the lid off for a while to let some of the hydration evaporate a little bit so it doesn't get too waterlogged. But I don't want to leave it in the box because it'll roast by morning or by tomorrow. So I do let it dry out just a little bit, and then I put it in a Tupperware container or a sealed, not technically Tupperware, but a Tupperware-like container that can seal and hold in some of that moisture. Hi guys. I'm glad. This is so weird with outdoors.
Your attempted escape is only making things worse for you.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm not in power armor, that's why. Duh. See, I'm not a armor user, so I don't think, put my power armor on, put my power on, put my power armor on. I'm allowed to wear no armor, but the only armor I can wear that I'm allowed to wear is power armor. So it's stupid not to put it on, and I just don't remember. It's from running unyielding stealth build forever. And I should be... Go. Now I'm in an actual build that can survive this stuff. Not being in stealth. It's a good thing these aren't no-death runs. That would be failed long ago. Let's see. Anything in the desk? No. But come to get fans and telephones and hot plates. But you do have to fight robots. So there are easier places like White Spring Refuge and White Spring Mall to get all of those things. But you can see there's fans, telephones. There's available, lots of springs. If you just really are farming, you just want an endless supply, then this is one of the places you can come to get those things. Like if you're just starting out and you're like, I really need all those things because I need to make turrets all around my camp, and of course turrets and springs and other things. So screws and springs and other things, said the rabbit. don't know why the volume is so low. I need to turn my volume up a little bit. I hear the cargo bots, or the cargo bot and his escorts flying around on my other account. Spring, spring, spring. The camera jitter in the PTS is so annoying. There has to be like debug code they're running or something that like keeps firing on a timer or something that causes that camera to go bleh, and jolt over like by 30 degrees as I'm rotating. Because I'll be like rotating like this. I'm doing a slow motion, right? I'll be moving this way. All of a sudden, it's over here. Like in one single frame. So jarring. I'm not doing that on purpose, by the way. Just so you know. I'm not suddenly moving my camera to look, you know, to my right. Like that, right there. That little stutter, that's not me. I'm not doing that on purpose. Now, if that's not... then I'm going to have words with developers. Technical data, more technical data. Technical data is important for a quest. I know I'm a pack rat. Sorry. But it's why I don't like running out. Oh, God. Really? Strike 55 for power armor. System access tape. Can I get back my armor, please? Thank you. Now, the moment you start to get in your armor, you're immune to anything. And then once you're in armor, you adopt the whatever abilities your armor has. So it's nice they grant you that little bit of immunity while you're sort of in process of putting it on. I'm going to remove just a little bit of radiation here. God damn it. Now, how are these friendly to me? I thought they were all hostile. Did something weird happen? Very strange. All right, well, let's go collect Modus's left. God, that stutter is so annoying. It was okay. There we go. So loot these round files because they can contain technical data. Okay, return the instructions to the White Spring. So, free travel. And then paid travel. Those trees right there. Or no, right there. The way the leaves are arranged, I always see a face. Not gonna lie, setting up the two accounts at once and hoping that they link together properly was not the least stressful thing. So you have to create the Steam account, right? And then when you log in, you're like, okay, now I'm in my Steam account, my new Steam account, and I want a new copy of the game. So you go, okay, I want to log in. It's like, okay, now log into your Bethesda account. I'm like, oh, God, okay, I'll go create one of those. You can't do it. It errored out when I tried to do it from within Steam, so I'm like, God damn it. So I went to Bethesda.net or whatever, tried to create an account there. And it's, you know, you have to use this, and then I was like, please let these link together properly when I log in through Steam, and fortunately it did. So that was good. So they could make that a little cleaner. No, I'm not subscribing on that account.
Deposit the instructions.
Maybe not ever, but... Or, I'm not saying never, but not now.
Yes. This should only take a moment. There. Please, step over to the dispenser.
Which one? Which one? There we go.
Those who came before you butchered our external connection hardware, scrambling the link between us and our closest and dearest system.
I forget. It never marks this when you're in here, so you have to go outside, and then it'll mark where it is on your map. It's like over near where we just were. Somewhere in the Savage Divide. So I'm just going outside to a free travel spot. Right. Ah, yes, there we go. This is the first of what will be many ops. Well, not on this guy, but just from the Enclave in general. If you keep playing and you do the Enclave events, like dropped connection, you'll get these little fun things that drop down and give you goodies. I'm trying to moderate my radiation so that I'm right around 10% health. Of course, I have that stupid gap there. See, in the lower left corner, there's that gap between the red and the white. That's like a long-standing bug in the game where they don't meet. They should be at 10% health. But I can't. I just took a thing and it won't close that gap. It's really stupid. Now this, you don't have to go through the whole building. You just jump up on top. You just run right over here. And you deploy the thing. And it's really scary sounding, like it's going to blow up, but it won't. Don't worry. Love the sound effects. Love them. I'm just going to go over here. There's going to be a drop coming down over here.
Yes. At last. Signal received. What? What are those things? They appear to be everywhere.
I don't think you can kill him.
We understand now why it is you wanted to
See.
join us. Speaking of which, you've kept your end of the bargain. Let us fulfill ours.
Waiting for a drop ship.
Ordered the Kovac to drop off a little care package. Return once you've collected its contents.
I've never been right under it as it drops. Man, it was closer than I thought it would be. Oh, in a different direction. That's weird. I thought it was over here. Now we're going to see one of the creepiest damn things in the game. I'm just going to pay to go there, which is Modus smiling. It always is like, it's like a weird creepy clown kind of a face, you know? Like how some people are afraid of clowns. I'm not afraid of clowns, but I do think that like creepy clowns are very creepy. And this is like a creepy clown. Like a killer clowns from outer. This is the last time. Direction. Prepare for the super creepy evil smile. The inhuman human-y smile.
Back at long last.
I hate it, I hate it, I hate it.
As a new member, we'll be sure to have a disbursement. Otherwise, you're now free. Our production center has and given the now. One
Ready to serve.
Then we need.
All right, so now, from now on, whoops, not there. Here, the White Spring service entrance. This is the layout with which I'm most familiar, because it is a maze in here. Until you get used to the layout, it's really confusing. Like, it's super easy to get lost. To have a normal pathway that you follow, you can sort of orient your brain around that one pathway and sort of know your way around a little bit better. If I veer off of that pathway, then I easily get lost. Okay, so I'm going to go in this way. This is what I'm used to. So I'm going to scan my hand. And make sure that this character is not going to log itself out. So if you're in here for the first time, you can go over to these terminals and buy an Enclave plasma pistol or rifle. I recommend rifle, just for reasons. But you can go weapons, both. That's a very good version. That's a very good version. Very powerful weapon. Powerful, like just amazingly powerful. So you basically come straight in, right? And when you get to here, let me go again. Let me show you the way in. Come in this way. This is the way you came in. Like this. Now you could go to the right, but I don't. I go this way. All. Those are those terminals where you can buy the rifle. Turn right. Go all the way through. Take a right, the only way you can go. And then take a left here. Now, if you were to go down the other way, I don't remember how you get down here. I think that other direction takes you through here, but I don't think it's any shorter. Just like going this direction. You can also loot a bunch of stuff here. Telephones, fans, desks.
Local generals oversaw the region's thermonuclear missile silos.
Remember, the phones are going to be important for especially copper in the next expansion. They're changing some of the recipes for ammo around to technical data to require copper for certain ammunition. So figure out what ammunition you use and look up and see what's going to change about it, if anything.
In our opinion, this means, unfortunately, that to gain access to these lovely tools
Up here. What's your clearance, Clarence? Vector? Or Vector, Victor? Airplane.
And issue commendations for acts it deems of merit. Accumulate enough and you'll be promoted to the rank of general and granted access to the region's nuclear silos. And while we're unable to promote you directly,
that smile is so creepy.
the facility had an old military operations system we managed to get our claws into. Using this system, we can now issue commendations of our own.
It's like he's insane.
All you need to now is access any of the military systems terminals against the back wall to start your rise through the ranks.
Promotion system engaged. Welcome, Private. Accessing bunker records for previously completed support operations.
Let me look at the list.
Records of support operations found. System requires
There we go.
additional commendations. Valid acts include target elimination operations, bunker support operations. Completion of tasks will result in immediate issuing of commendations. Good hunting.
Okay, so there's 3 things you can do. You can do a public event. You could do an enclave event. You can kill any legendary creature. So you're more likely to succeed in finishing this quickly if you're down here. So let's go down here. Let's do that cranberry bog because there will be at least 1 legendary creature there. Now, if the mischief event is up, that'll give you 3 right away. And I don't think it's any public event. I think it's only enclave events, now that I think about it. Because it says it right in there. Because I remember the last time I did it, I did mischief, and it only gave me 3 commendations for the 3 legendaries at the end. It didn't give me 4, which would have included, you know, the creature at the event as a whole. But if you do see an enclave event, it'll say enclave event : and then, dropped connection, fly swatter, robots on parade. You know, any of those events, they're all enclave events, and those all count. Mirelurk Horde. Come on, guys. I'm hoping to find a couple of legendary creatures doing this. Okay, so that wasn't anything. Another good one is if you go do the wolf one that you can get up here when you hit the fairgrounds. There's like a wolf one. You can get 3 legendary wolves that way. They're like 1-star low levels, but they still count. There we go. Actually, yeah, there we go. Got that one down.
Target of interest eliminated.
Another one.
Combat commendation.
So two starred enemies. Anybody else here has a star on them? No? All right. Let's go hunt some scorch beasts. Scorch beasts, starred enemies, or starred scorch beasts? You can complete this rather quickly if you get lucky. Round for Enclave event, for example. Let's go join that real quick. I mean, it'll literally say Enclave event and then the name of the event, right? That's all you got to do is just finish this, and it'll give you. Hopefully, we'll kill 1 or 2 starred enemies there.
We have spotted some pests that could prove a problem if left unchecked. We want them exterminated. We've called in cargo bots to deploy a series of lures to the site, but cargo bot deployment can be bumpy. The lures may require your attention as they draw in the pests. Attend to them as they work, and you will be rewarded. That is all.
Fortunately, you don't have to get into the city itself, which is walled off and you can't get into very easily without the quest or without marsupial or a jetpack. But this won't send you inside. At least it shouldn't. Now, like 3 or 4 of these are going to drop. We have to repair them real quick.
Engaged. Activating targeting protocols. Please stand by. Attention. Attention.
Okay, there's the first one to fix.
User support requested.
Temperature anomaly corrected. Resuming remote connection.
Another one's going to fail. Actually, we'll get like 3 of them, and we have to correct all 3 of them. something along those lines.
Circuit panel failure detected. Bypass requested.
Component bypass detected. Resuming function.
Signal connection unavailable. Amplitude boost requested.
Let's look for the little quest marker things on the map at the bottom. Okay, that's it. Now you just run out before the bomb drops. See, it says retreat to a safe distance. So you just basically just get out of that area. Now, supposedly on the PTS, any Enclave event can now reward Enclave guns. And I've actually seen that myself. It used to not be that way. It used to be the only ones that we had a possibility
Complete. Elimination of remaining hostiles.
was the dropped connection and the fly swatter. Fly swatter takes place down in the ash heap. Okay, now that's annoying. They're sending me in there. It's a bit unfair to some people because they can't get in there and they're just starting out. But if you have marsupial, you can get in very easily. Oh, really? You're stuck in there? All right, there we go.
Specified hostiles. Eliminated. Infestation. Cleared.
Commendation.
Thank you for your participation.
Yep, 4 out of 10 now. So basically just keep an eye on the map. You can also use a mod. I have a mod on L version or the live version that puts up a warning on the top left corner when an Enclave event begins. That's not Enclave. So just, yeah, you look for these little hexagonal things. And if it says Enclave event, here, let's go do this. Yeah, I have to pay more to get there, but I want to do this real quick. You only have a certain limited time. This will give me 3 commendations. We have to kill 3 elite wolves in their packs.
Responders, priority alert.
Okay, 16 minutes, excellent.
Damn wolves are on the hunt again. Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs, but the alpha
This is really useful,
unknown. I repeat,
like
alpha
first leveling up.
position is unknown. We need
You can
to
get some surprisingly nice stuff from it.
Take out the smaller packs and draw out that alpha. Just make sure you bring a lot of bullets. That big alpha is a heap of trouble.
Just keep in mind that the alpha, the one, has a tendency to run away. So you can't take too long to kill things. Otherwise, you see how he's running away? Like, he didn't even come for me. He just started, like, running that way. It's like, I'm out of here.
Rival threat eliminated. Issuing combat commendation. Extermination detected. Issuing combat commendation.
Oh, nice. There were 2 of them, yeah. Oh, there's another one. Right? Yep, there he is, right there. There's another one.
Target extermination complete. Issuing combat commendation.
So if you get lucky, you can finish this rather quickly. So I killed 2 pack leaders, now this one. And sadly, the final one, I've never... don't remember him to be legendary, so it probably won't count. Okay, so there's him. Commendation.
Threat neutralized. Issuing combat commendation.
Okay, now we're at 8 of 10. I don't think this last one will be, like this guy right here, I don't think he'll be legendary. Oh, look at the raspberries. And the messed up raspberries. Which makes me sad. See that stuttery? It's not like my mouse doesn't have very fine. I mean, it's like it's set to like 1,000, DPI. When I move around, it should be more than just. It's weird. It's a gaming mouse, and I have it set pretty nicely. It's extremely granular. Yep. Not legendary. Which is weird because it's like it's a leader. Why isn't he legendary, I'm gonna see if there's any Enclave events that popped up. No. No. Nope. Okay, let's go back down here and just kill a couple Scorched. Or any legendary enemy, really. It's just the Scorch are the more obvious ones down here. Ooh. I see you. Where are you?
Extermination detected. Issuing combat commendation.
There we go. There's our last one right there. The only thing that would make this gun better if there was an automatic receiver for it. I'd be willing to give up some DPS for that. Even if it were only like 8 rounds.
Calculating. Sufficient commendations acquired. Congratulations, user. You have been promoted. Your new rank is General. Updating user access. Command center privileges issued. Please check in at your earliest convenience.
I do have to break and do dishes here shortly. It's one of my jobs. Since my wife still works, I do the dishes. I also do the trash and the toilets. We each do our own laundry. There we go. Now, okay, so remember, go straight until you can't go anymore. Here's the vendors that sell the rifles, right? Or depending on the stock, whether it's a stock or a grip, go straight through this way. So you can't go straight anymore. Take a right, and then keep trying to go that direction. Ah, here we are. Military wing. Now we've opened up this, which is the command center.
Welcome, General, to the command center. This space served many purposes. Armory, archives, education center. But its most critical role was its connection to the local nuclear missiles.
Yes.
A short training regimen was added to help new generals familiarize themselves with the nukes, their capabilities, and their dangers. If you wish to acquaint yourself with their intricacies, you're welcome to approach the posters against the wall. If you'd rather jump right in, you may speak to any of our command terminals to move on to the next step in your personal nuclear arms race.
Okay, so before we look at any of that, the moment you come in here, take a right, and you're in the armory. These are the terminals where you can buy their Gatling, plasma Gatling, or Gauss rifle recipes. You can only get this here. I don't think you can get it anywhere else. Just this terminal or any of these terminals right here. You can buy the Gatling plasma recipe. So, but once you know this, once you learn this, then those little cargo bots that fly over, cargo bot that can drop anything, it can drop mods for the Gatling plasma. It can drop recipes for the various mods. So if you really care about the Gatling plasma, you're going to want to buy that and then start farming the cargo bots. And there's ways to do that, right? Rick?
Greetings, General. Welcome to your nuclear launch training session. Over the course of the next 4 posters, you'll be taught everything you need to know about utilizing the Appalachian automated launch system. During your briefing,
Okay, you can do this on your own. I'm not going to do it.
During an actual launch, you will need to insert the card into the designated slot before entering your launch code. At which point, the key card
Competing dialogue.
There are a few key paths you should explore. Acquiring a nuclear key card.
Step 1.
Down a few code officers. And delving into the nature of the launch code's encryption in our archives.
Step 3.
Everything you need to get started, you should find in this space. How to proceed, though, we leave up to you. But please, feel free to ask our terminals if you have any questions. Good
Search the archives for the launch code encryption. So we're basically learning, we're coming up to speed with, things here. So not too much else we need here. So now we need to track down information about the code encryption. That's one thing we can't do in here. Well, we can acquire a nuclear key card outside. We can acquire a nuclear code piece outside. The first thing you want to do is acquire a nuclear key card. So you come here to surveillance system, and you say initiate search nuclear keycard escort. Okay, so we're going to recover a keycard from the cargo bot. Remember how I said if you know the Gatling plasma plan, you can get and or mod recipes to mod a weapon from the drop. So now it's a matter of following where this thing is. So let's turn off this and see if we can. Oh, there it is, right there. So what we have to do is we have to travel over here. We're going to jump. We're going to shoot down that cargo bot. That's the one that has the 3 vertibirds protecting it, right? And you shoot down the cargo bot. It's great if you have a crippling build. You can take it down in just a couple hits. If you don't have a crippling build, you might have to work on it. If you're a melee build, good luck. You are not going to get it. You might have to have someone else do it. Unless you have a ranged backup build. So I'm going to go to my crippling build. And let's see where we go here. It's over there. So what's near? Where is it headed? sort of it's going, because it moves pretty quickly if no one's near it. Let's go to Huntersville and see if it usually it jumps around the map. If it takes a while to travel somewhere, it'll move like a few inches on the map. It's sort of annoying that way. It is down there already. See, it's like, ugh. Maybe I'll just go back over here. Just trying to get close to it so that way when I sprint towards it, I'm not running. It's not moving away from me as I'm sprinting towards it, because it can get to it if it's running away from you. Like if you're both going the same direction. All right, well, this is about as good as I'm going to get, probably.
I'm getting sick of potatoes.
Now, if I had waypoints in between here and there, I would have been able to go right there, but I've not explored as much as I should have. So I sort of have to run a longer distance, but there it is. Let's get under it and fire right at it. That should cripple it. Once it should linger in your area. You know, once you've tagged it, it'll sort of like fly around you, sort of taunting you. See, crippling build takes it down very quickly. You don't even have to aim very well.
Unauthorized access of secure
There's the key card. Again, this is my crippling build. So I have scatter shot, easy target, scatter shot, tormentor, army, and then I would also have bullies on my weapon if I wanted to really do a lot of damage as a crippled build or a crippling build. This weapon is awesome for this because it does so much damage per hit. And unload 50,000 bullets at it. All right, so there's that part. Let me make this active again. All right, so now we have to acquire a nuclear code piece. So what that means is, you know those guys that walk around and they have that backpack on their back and you hear beep, beep. It's really annoying. Those are the guys you have to look for. And you can track those down too. We're going to just track one of them down. We're not going to track all of them down because you don't need to anymore. Not that you ever really did, because people share the information, right? Someone finds the guy, get the code piece, then they go online and say, this is one of the code fragments. And then another person finds another code piece and they say, oh, this is another code fragment. Or maybe there's an algorithm that people already figured out that it just generates the code pieces. And let's kill one first and I'll show you what I mean. Let's find one that's a code piece and then I'll show you where you can just go online to find these codes without having to do any work. It's a bit of a cheat, but it works. Remember, again, go straight, straight, straight. Turn right, go straight, 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 straight. Go this way. Back over to here. Up into the command center. Over there is where we can buy the recipe. Now we have to get a code piece, so we'll go back in here and say, show me where a code piece is. Oh, great. I hate it when it does that. Try to do it better this time. There we go. Okay, so alpha code piece. So now it's going to put a marker on our map for that. So now we're going to go outside. I'll just go right outside. Don't log out. Going too quickly, you can always just hit spacebar or rewind. You don't have to watch it in real time. The video's there. You can always hit spacebar and read the terminal or whatever. There's no reason to, keep up with what I'm doing in the moment. Or maybe you just look at an online guide, Okay, so let's go to here and say, Hide, seek, and destroy. It's in that direction. Okay, so let's go to the crater first. Go to the exterior, and then maybe I can just jog there. I do try to save caps when I travel as much as possible. Like, I would normally have travel agent on, but I guess that doesn't really help anymore because that only helps. They've basically grandfathered in the better price to travel from now on. Let's go to Carlton Mine, which is where we went to go find Lou for the crater people. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go. Let's go over here. Let's go up here. Then here. As I eat up my fusion core for jumping. Now, fortunately, these guys don't move very fast at all, so you don't have to like try to catch up to it. They don't move at like running speed. They move at like RP walking speed, which is like this. So they're very easy to find. I hear it. Did it? I'm sure you've seen these guys before. And they drop the code piece.
You've acquired your code piece. We mean sincerely that the officer is almost certainly now in a better place. If you require additional code pieces, please return to the White Spring, and we can aid you in finding the next.
Yes.
If this was your last, well, we look forward to seeing the fireworks.
Okay, now I'm going to go to my alts camp because I need to check my buffs. I do want to get some XP out of this. I may need to hit that machine again. Full machines, but the quick ones. But I might want to do the one thing again. My sleep buff is gone. Wow, I've been playing for a while. Okay, let's go do all this again. Boop, beep, boop, burp. Tell you what, let's put steel guitar and bed up here. Why not?
I should visit that giant teapot next time I go out. See how robot tea stacks up.
You should do that. Yasmin. Childberry or whatever her name is. Berry, I think. Shit, what is her name? I think it's Yasmin Childberry. Where is she? I have no idea where she is. Oh, there she is. Yasmin Chowdhury. Chowdhury. Okay. Take some food buffs. Oh yeah, I need to cook up the gourds, don't I? Let's cook all this stuff. XP. It's not a lot, but it is a little bit. All right, and then I'll go to foods, gourd soup. There we go. Excellent. Nothing else there really matters. Don't need anything else. Take some gourd soup for the extra perception. Get a little bit higher than it ordinarily would be. Put down my armor because I just now remembered. Oh. Let's crunch and bend.
Used to say I'd try anything once.
Because everything should be reset now. Yep. I know it seems weird to crunch that, but it's really expensive to replace the existing mods. I'd rather... Ooh, that's weird. Why didn't that show up? So I'd rather just, like, create a new weapon. How were these not showing up? What the hell's going on? Was I just looking at new items? Oh, there they are. Weird. Okay. Thank God I fixed that. Oh, by the way. Ugh. Stop doing that when I'm at a camp. It's the same button to, like, mode, except that's not my camp. So don't do that. So here's the Enclave outfit that I like right here. See how smart that looks? That's nice. I like it. All right.
How you doing?
All right. How's my weapon doing? Good. Excellent. If I had more points, like if I were fully fleshed out, I would keep Gunsmith on my own bar rather than sharing it from my alt. All right, so now we're going down to Mama Dulce's. This is one of the have the doors back because it's really disorienting to not have the doors. We don't actually have to go inside here. We actually have to go in back. I'm just going through to show you, you know, that everything's connected here. Just going to go in back through this little hole. But I could easily just have gone around the building, right? Because really what I want to get to is this right here. This panel, this hatch on the south end of the building, right? I'm going to go in here and turn left. Use the key card. Oh, gotta get the right key card. So we can go back inside. Go upstairs.
Calculating chance of success, 80%.
Pretty sure this is where you go. Key card right there. believe those will shoot at you if you don't kill them quickly. So we're going to go down to the basement. You can explore all over, of course. Wall. I figured this out the last time after running around trying to figure it out. It's on the basement. Come on, guys. There's this big room right here. Lots of annoying liberators that are almost as annoying as mole. And then we're looking for a thing on the wall. I have to remember where it is. Maybe it's, oh, this room. This room, maybe? Yeah, behind these. Here it is. So, okay, so when you first come in, figure out where we came in here. Okay, we came down here. Just take a right, go all the way through, take a right, take a right, take a right, and these fusion core generators or fusion generators, look behind them. There's this terminal. There's no cores in there, sadly. And there we go. Tracked in information about the code encryption. All right. Now, launch code required. How do you get a launch? Launch a nuke from any silo. Decrypted launch code required. So it's basically saying, here's another dude that's carrying a thing, right? And this is where you can actually launch it from. So instead of like trying to track down all those officers, you could just go to a place like Nuka Knights, and they'll show you what the code for Alpha, there's the Bravo code, there's the Charlie code, right? And those are good from the 4th through the 11th. It'll change as of the 12th, right? So just come back here on Tuesday, and they'll put the new codes up. There's no reason to track all those scorched down and do all that stuff, right? This is not the only place. There's also which will do that, which is, if I look here at my mod list, well, no, mods, here we go. The same author that makes the really, really, really excellent VATS, where is it? It's been a while since anything's been updated. Here we go. VATS priority. Mazelia, right? If you go to Mazelia's add-ons and you look at mods, which one is it? It's the event and challenges. This one right here. So this one will actually give you the nuke codes. See the nuke codes right there? Those will be updated as soon as they get them updated. I don't know where they get it from, but maybe there's an algorithm, and they just update the algorithm, or maybe she has to update it every week. I don't know. But you can have... I guess you look down here. I have most of these turned off. This is the one I use to see if there's a on pops up. I also have it set to track the score dailies and the weeklies. So when that comes up, they show up on my screen, so I know I don't have to go in and track them and then turn them off or whatever. But you can configure this however you want. I don't use it for that. I just use it for the enclave events, you know, that pop up like, well, Fly Swatter, Bots on Parade is one that will now reward you with an enclave gun. Let's see. I don't see any. Yeah, it has to say enclave event for that to work. Like that right there, enclave event. There's one that can occur here called dropped connection. There's one that can occur here called dropped connection. Dropped connection. There's the other one, which is the one I just did. I forget what it's called, but it's the one where it drops bombs on it. But the drop connection is it'll drop that that little package from space, like it did when I was doing that one quest. And then fly swatter doesn't give you anything. It doesn't drop anything, but it just rewards you when you complete it. It's very easy to do. If you have any DPS at all, it's really easy to do. You just have to watch out for ads that come in, but if you're stealth, it's like boom, boom, you're done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I'm not actually going to go like try to kill all the dudes and put the code together and all that. It's just not. In fact, I'm not going to launch a code. I'm not going to launch a loot nuke because I don't have troubleshooter gear and I don't want to fight my way through the thing using the normal means until I have troubleshooter gear, which means I should go make troubleshooter gear, right? I should do that. Maybe if I have a set of troubleshooter gear, I can have fun with it. I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm here, is to test things and have fun. So let's test that. Let's test a nuclear silo in troubleshooter gear. Already a build that's designed for power armor. That's sort of a gimme. Should be pretty easy. I do need to go get a power armor frame. So let's look down. Let's look down here and see if we can find one in the normal places. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to take a break for a little bit and go load the dishwasher. So there's that. I'm going to pause the stream. I'll be back in 15 minutes maybe with another one, starting at 191 plus. That's it for the moment. I will be back and I will do a nuclear silo after I make my troubleshooter armor. I might also grab a frame offline. That way you don't have to like wait for me to do that. But I shall be back.
With those stuffy old cooking